So I went in and purchased the Sohn oil adapter kit on eBay from Epitoc. I'm going to install this into the Nordic Green RX-8, which I've been working on, not so much recently because I've been sick, but you know, since I'm doing an engine swap, putting in this Sohn oil kit is going to be a lot easier with the engine out than with the engine in. Since I have the engine on the side, I might as well drop it in. So these are the instructions to install. You know, I guess I'll read through it when I get a chance. The plate to install the new reservoir, little plastic bag. It's pretty cool. So let's take this out of the bag. Actually, let's take everything out and then take it out of the bag. Gives you the two new reservoirs that you need. This is for the washer fluid, because it's got the washer fluid sensor hole. And this is for the oil, pretty sure. Okay. And he gives you line. This is very important. I mean, you know, it's always, and the fact that it's clear helps, because you know, you want to be able to see if the oil is actually being pumped in. So that helps a lot. And the smallest, yet most important piece is the actual adapter. So what this adapter does is it blocks off the OMP, the original OMP. It goes right in between the OMP and the engine block, and it blocks off the OMP, and it pulls oil from the new reservoir instead of using the engine oil. So you don't have to worry about burning engine oil anymore. You can burn clean two-stroke oil in this, and then you can use whatever oil you want to lubricate the engine. So that helps a lot. You know, that makes it so that you can use synthetic oils for the engine. You know, otherwise people will have to worry about whether you can use synthetic oil or you have to use clean burning dyno oil. And it comes with all these screws, mounting screws, some zip ties. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll figure out what these are once I read the instructions. Yeah, always read the instructions. This plate's pretty heavy. It's really thick. I think it's really well made. If that's reminiscent of anything from this company, yeah. So let's see, it's it's got writing on it. All right, whatever. It's nice. It's pretty thick. It's looks like it's a 1/4 inch thick. So yeah, it'll hold up pretty well. I imagine this goes in like this. So I got the left-hand drive set. So this will go onto the right side of the vehicle for American cars. There's two different sets. One is the right-hand drive for like European, Asian cars, you know. Then those would be mounted on the left side of the vehicle. So, an old rag. Gotta get some solvent. And this stuff will rub off easy. See? Always want to clean the plate. See? Now at this point, if you want to paint this, you probably should paint it now. Put it in, but there's no realness. Not really necessary. So with that done, let's prep the. We need to install this piece. This is the adapter to, as I explained, this is the adapter to block off the OMP and allow you to feed two-stroke to the combustion chamber of the engine, and keep the engine oil just for lubricating the seals, so you can use synthetic oil after the installation of this kit. So let's move the camera over so we can get this all set up. This is the OMP. What you're gonna do is we're gonna take this off, slip this in between, and that's pretty much it. So this kit comes with longer screws, which replaces the 3 screws that hold this in. Tools are important. Paper gasket. Just leave that there. I'm gonna leave this right there. Three very important longer screws and the instructions. So this kit was purchased on eBay, but these are actually the containers and the plate are made from different people than the adapter, so made with different people, but you know, the kit on eBay is a collaboration between the 2 companies, so that you get a complete set. You don't have to go hunting around for water bottles. So we need a 10mm socket and some extensions to unscrew this bolt here. Now it's easier to do this with the engine out of the car for obvious reasons, but you can do this with the engine in the car, which is fine too. So there's only 3 screws holding this. 1, 2. They're not torqued in very tight, so if you find it very tight, something's wrong. The 3rd one. Here. So now there's an O-ring in between the OMP and the engine, so you gotta make sure you keep that one and not lose it when you unscrew this. One. See how short these are? The other ones are significantly longer, comparably. These twice as long. See? It's giving you a good reference. Okay. What's up? Oh, we're back. Just got a little sidetracked with the buddy of mine. Okay. So this thing is already like coming off the engine. It's essentially being held on by the oil lines, which is fine. It's not gonna. So you see how loose it is now? Let's unscrew this. I don't have a cameraman, so it's going to be a little shaky. If I had my other camera, this wouldn't be a problem. So let's see if I can actually position this so I don't have to hold it. Alright, that's good. Okay. That's out. So take out the screws. Now we're gonna see, this is the O-ring I'm talking about. Gotta make sure that's okay. Gotta make sure this is back on. We don't want to lose that. There. So with that hanging there, no problem. We want to get these pieces on. So you see this has to align with the piece inside the engine. So we're going to align this with the piece inside the engine. So I want to make sure everything's nice and clean. Just clean it out a little bit. Put the paper gasket on. Paper. Just so that it doesn't fall off. You know what? So I'm having a little bit of fitment issue with the oil line, so I'm going to figure that out after I install the O&P. Let's take off the oil line so we don't break them. So I need some leverage. I'm going to put one of these screws back on. So when taking these off, be careful of these copper washers. You don't want to lose them. Just take them off and put them aside. Now there's one on the bolt side and there's one on the other side as well, so be careful with that. So the other side is not so much of an issue because it's one piece. It looks like that. So if it's stuck, just leave it. Alright, now that we have that off, we can actually install it. So let's put the lines aside. Unscrew this little sucker. Align everything and stick it on. Put that down. Hands a little bit. Clean up the Sohn adapter. Oil on it now. I'll clean this up a little bit. The gasket is aligned. Sohn adapter. What's up?
You alright, brother?
Yeah.
I like this fucking little cat. What's the other one? Where you fucking?
It's on Myrtle.
When you let me ride it?
When?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
When I fix the power steering.
Okay. Promise?
Yes.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise.
No problem, buddy.
Except my pinkies are dirty right now.
I check you a little later, right?
Yeah, alright, dude. Got it. That's perfect. Only a bits. It's fucking annoying. It is in. The piece is in. Bolt is aligned. Alright. Just lightly screw it so that you have alignment. You don't want to tighten anything yet. Just make sure you have alignment. Okay, now start to tighten it in. Hands are released. Let's tighten these verse a little bit, a few inch-pounds. I think maybe like 20 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds, inch-pounds. So less than hand tighten. Don't be too tight, because these bolts will snap if you tighten them too much. So now, once this is in, we have to figure out oil line routing. Since they can't be routed the same way, gotta figure that out. Okay, that's in. That's in. And that's it. Okay. So now, what we need to do is we need to free this up so that it comes out a little further. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this bolt and just let this move forward freely, because it's right now it's not. It won't go past the. We added an inch to the width, so it's not gonna go past. We need it to come out just a little bit, right past this pipe here. Oh, not even showing you guys. So this piece, we're gonna unscrew this so that this can come forward a little bit. Well, more to the left. Thereby, so we can connect these. So it's gonna come past this pipe, this coolant line. So this is a 12, I believe, a 12. Let's see. 12, yep, 12. Alright, so take that off. Let's take that off, and then we'll connect the oil lines. Take that off, and now this can move a little more freely. Essentially allowing us to sit this down a little bit more so it can connect. Perfect. We'll start putting these back on. So make sure you don't cross these threads, they're very important. It's very important that you don't cross these threads. They're oil line threads. Cross them, you're gonna have an oil leak, which is no good. So these are 10mm socket. You don't have to tighten these too much, just enough so that it won't leak. If you find that they're leaking during the car's operation, just give them a little nudge. Don't go nuts. Okay. And this would actually be the hardest part if the engine was in the car. But right now it's actually the easier part. Since I have the engine outside the car. Alright, so now we're going to work on the water bottle. Moving up to the actual vehicle now. Alright, so that's what it looks like. You have the little spout here. You're going to run the line here. Maybe to the bottom, all the way up to the back of the engine. And I have a Windex bottle. The washer fluid that's in here. Let's see. So it looks like these are 10mm ones. There's a sensor down here to tell you what when the washer fluid is empty. So we're gonna keep that in for now because it's holding the water in. We'll take these two screws first. The next one is this. Disconnect the hose. Sender unit. There's an elbow here, so we can actually disconnect from there. Get disconnected, of course. Unclip it here. Slowly disconnect. Unplug it. Now it's ready to come out, I believe. There you go. And now it's out. I know what this is for. This is for the battery. Okay, anyways, so now that it's out, we have to transfer this into the new bottle. For now, we're going to keep it like this so that and empty out. The new water bottle is actually significantly smaller. You don't really use that much of your thing, so we're going to transfer over the sensor to this little guy, which should be a relatively painless task, essentially. Moving these tabs, so you want to poke these tabs out, poke them out, poke them out, poke them out. Yeah, there you go. Now it's free. And this should actually just twist off. So this was actually pretty easy. You just kind of take a screwdriver and pry it slowly and pry it up. It's only there's no threads, just a rubber grommet that holds it in, so that it prevents it from leaking. So we just push this one into the new one, and we're ready to go. So I'm gonna push it. Alright, so that's the water bottle. Have the sensor in. Happy about that. Next thing to do is put on the plate and then mount the water bottles, and we should be good to go. So now we take a packet of screws that it came with. So now, this should mount. Sorry. Because that's supposed to be mounted. Yes, that's the way it's supposed to be mounted. So there's this piece. This goes with the longer bolt over here. Alright. At least I believe that's the way it's supposed to be installed. So let's do that. Stop here. So it evens out right there. Perfect. So that's perfect. And we have this. We use the original screw on this side. Works very well. That's nice. That's actually really nice. Okay, so that's that. Now we just gotta mount the bottles. And that's pretty much it. So this is where the two-stroke oil would go. Put it in here. Connects here. There. Water bottle and sensor connects on the outer side. Let's try to move everything that's in the way out of the way. We need an extension in the middle. Right? Yes. Right. So you don't forget that you need to put in the hose there. You might as well put in the hose now. They do give you a lot of hose, so you know I would definitely cut out whatever you don't need. These for the hoses so it doesn't leak. Strongs. Nice plier. Get it around. Alright? So you're just going to slip it up there and clamp it on. Make sure it's all the way up. And that's done. There's zip ties here so that you can organize your hose when you get it all connected and tie it down properly. Just make sure you put this side on the Sohn adapter. So we'll leave that there for now. We don't need it. Set it aside. Make sure you plug this in. And that, my friends, is the installation of the Sohn unit. Do not forget to connect this back. Very important. Just put that bit in here. Tuck it in there. Find a place to tuck this. You need it anywhere. Probably a good idea to get a zip tie and zip tie that up somewhere. Alright, so that's that. I'm just gonna tuck this sucker in here. Put some washer fluid in there so I don't forget that I have it. It definitely doesn't use as much, but it's okay. Engine life is way more important than windshield wiper fluid.